welcome to this video where I talk about how to create custom LUTs in LumaFusion for the iPad or iPhone using Affinity Photo. I also cover one of the really annoying bugs I found with this process. So you might follow other direction on the internet or other videos, but I found a bug which is particularly annoying, which I talk about how to resolve within this video. So I've shot some footage using a camera that does S-Log, and I've just done a very quick footage, and you can see here I've got color charts on a white sort of blanket. First thing we need to do is we need to take a snapshot. Doesn't really matter where. Take a snapshot and that will write a image to the camera roll. Now load Affinity Photo. In Affinity Photo, start a new document and pick from Photos. Pick the screenshot you just outputted. So when you see your screenshot, you can do adjustments, and those adjustments you can export as a LUT. So if we go up here, you can see we have an export LUT feature. I'm going to cancel that because I'm not ready to do exporting at the moment. So I'm going to go down here and I'm going to open up my adjustments. And the first thing I'm going to do is adjust the brightness and contrast because those will have an effect on color. So I'm quite happy with the brightness, but because this is S-Log, it's not very contrasty. So I'm going to add quite a bit of contrast in. I like that as it is actually. And I'm now going to go to Channel Mixer. Now I just want to make these a little bit more red. Just want to bump those up a bit. Oh, don't do that. And I'm going to adjust with some curves. So I really like the footage I've got now. So if we go to our layers over here, you can see I've got the original image and I've got 3 adjustment layers. I'm not going to do anything complicated today. I'm just going to show you how to do this. I've already set my white balance, so I'm quite happy with the image we've got here. So I go to Export LUTs. I'm going to give it a name that will mean something later. So Sony RX0 Tungsten S-Log. I'm going to leave that as untitled. I'm going to whack the quality up to 64 and I'm going to click Export. This is where the problem is. I'm on iPad OS and I think I'm on the latest one at the time of recording. The iPad sees the file as an Affinity Photo file, and this is where the problem is. So save it to your files, like so. Leave Affinity Photo, go to Files. You can see I've been doing some tests here with this. This is the one I've just created. I can't do anything with it while it's associated to Affinity Photo. So what I have to do is I have to save it to Dropbox. I've got a special folder called LUTs and I'm going to save it there. So it's going to upload now to Dropbox, and then I'm going to go back into LumaFusion and import it from there. So now I'm going to go back into LumaFusion. Now if I go and edit this clip, like so, we've got here a download button. If I click the download button, I've already linked my Dropbox account to LumaFusion, and you can see the LUTs here. So we can see we've got this Sony RX0 Tungsten S-Log here that we just created. I'm going to select that and I'm going to download it. Now that's been downloaded and that has automatically been applied to the clip. If I go to LUTs up here, you can see I've got my Sony RX0 Tungsten already there. If I wanted to do it the other way from Files, I'll show you what happens. Now if I go to Files, you'll notice all these LUTs that I've previously made, including the one that I've made today, this Sony RX0 Tungsten, I can't select them. And I can't select them because the iPad thinks they're Affinity Photo files. Now, I don't know why this is. The workaround is to export it to something like Dropbox, maybe Google Drive. Of course, Dropbox is one of the ones that's compatible with LumaFusion. So Dropbox, Google Drive, OneDrive will work. For whatever reason, Files is a bit of a problem. I don't know why. So that's how you can create custom LUTs in LumaFusion using Affinity Photo. Thank you. Goodbye.